And thirdly is the spiritual. We all have a hunger and a need for connection, and to have a connection with true love. Our hearts are made for love. We have a desire and a need for love. And if we're not meeting that need for love through a connection with our Creator, then there's a hole inside of us, a vacuum. And we use all kinds of substitutes to try to fill that hole, but nothing ever does. And so when we try to use something to fill it and it doesn't work, then we typically will seek out something more intense or more of it or a different way or whatever. And so we kind of rotate. And for myself, I've used pornography, I've used drugs and alcohol, I've used entertainment, video games, you name it. I mean, anything to try to fill that place that is supposed to be occupied by Christ alone. And if we are not meeting our spiritual need through a connection with God, then we will try to fill it with something else. And so that's why all of the recovery programs out there talk about a higher power and all those kinds of things, because of the recognition that without a power greater than ourself, that we do not have the ability to manage ourselves and to change our behavior. And a lot of times people will overemphasize the spiritual as though that's the only aspect that needs to be dealt with. But there are many other different levels that have to be attended to as well. But without a solid foundation in a spiritual connection with God, then recovery is just about impossible. And that's been shown by countless stories, and the people who have really attended to that part of themselves are the people who have been the most successful.